Chef, you're
Yo, 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 what's going on? It'll caught me off guard for a second. Hey, Chicago Clubhouse Network here, Coach Chef, here to bring you, it's been a while, guys. I think 2018, since the last time we were in the playoffs, but it is a home playoff game for our Chicago Bears versus our hated rival, the Green Bay Packers, hashtag FGB. Don't forget, if you're watching, tuning in, please hit us with the HBO special, Help a Brother Out. Like and subscribe. It helps the algorithm. If you're tuning in, it doesn't cost you anything. We have a special guest, per se, for those who have been with the network for a while, who's going to join us today. We thank him for his service, to give a little hint, wink, wink. But he definitely will join us for the Bears playoff game today, this evening. Bears play 7:30 Eastern, so it'll be 6:30 here Phoenix time. But without that being said, man, let's get this going, man. Play a Bears playoff game, first round pick, number 2 seed, home field advantage. Let's go. Who we bringing on first? We starting the show. You gonna do the runner? We gonna put the people on? What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? Top notch producer. Unmute yourself, Amp.
Producer extraordinaire.
Yeah.
I'm not muted, bro.
No. Okay. Good. Yeah. We good.
Not me.
So how you?
Yo. You got me? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good, bro. What about you?
We all smiles, brother. We smiles. We all smiles. We did not like how the Bears regular season. We are here.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? I just feel it today. I feel it today, Jeff. I feel it, man. I've been tuning out the noise. I've been tuning out the noise all week. You know what I'm saying? I feel it today. That's all I'm gonna say, man. I feel it. Okay. I have some other things to say, but yeah, I think, yeah. I feel good about it. I feel good. Mm-hmm.
How's the weather at the crib today?
It was raining earlier. It was raining earlier, right? Now we're down to like 30 degrees and it's dry. And it feels, it's a nice day, actually. It's going to be a good evening. They say it's supposed to get down to like 30. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
that ain't bad.
We don't have the weather to help us per se. I don't think we need it.
All right. And see, you brought them on too soon, dog. What up?
Hey,
thank you.
Kamish.
Hey, so for those who don't know, obviously Crooked Kamish is our outstanding producer, but our special guest is Crazy Ace, a longtime person who contributes his talents to the Chicago Clubhouse network of shows. He also was a talent who's been on numerous shows, giving his opinion, helping us with production, helping us with special effects and all those good things that make our shows what they are. He is tuning in all the way from
South Korea, baby.
Hey, man, yo, my man getting around all across Asia, dog.
Yes, indeed.
Applause.
very much deserves an applause there.
Yeah, man, I see you all decked out in the Bears gear from South Korea. Gotta ask you, how's the weather there?
Real talk.
It is like 20 degrees right now, and it feels like 11 with the wind chill.
That's Fahrenheit, or is that in Celsius?
That's in Fahrenheit. If you want Celsius, it's like negative 8 or 10 or something.
Oh, so it's cold. Okay.
It's cold, yeah.
Okay. In the 20s, it's cold.
Oh.
Well, last night here in Phoenix, it was about.
It's Chicago cold, huh? Yeah.
It's about 40 degrees here last night. Today, I would say it's in the 50s, 53. That was last night. Well, no, yeah, 52 degrees now. It's not cold to me. It's real cool. But, you know, for those native Arizonans who be out here with their gloves on, I was about to ask somebody, where you get your gloves from? They sell gloves in stores out here?
Yeah.
People.
I have no business
like
this
80-degree weather and it hits
wearing
70
because it's, you know, fuck Green Bay and it's time to represent and fucking show
Hey,
out.
I be seeing chicks with winter boots. Like, where the snow at, baby? Where you going with the snow? It ain't no snow out here. This is sand. But hey, it is what it is, fellas. We four are here today to talk about an occurrence, unfortunately, that has not happened for our Bears in a while since pre-pandemic years. But we are here now, and we feel better than ever about our chances. What's going on, Dan? Sending a Big Bear down. No pack, no. That's right. No pack, no. FGB. So, Bears versus Packers. First round game tonight in Chicago. And since we haven't seen crazy in a while, we'll open up the show with just two questions. I have to ask because we all have opinions. How did you feel about the season-ending game, and how do you feel about today's game?
One, I thought last week was atrocious. I don't know how you go and you end last week with like almost feels like the way you started the season. That's what it kind of felt like. It was just really disappointing, you know. I was talking to Kamish before the show, like, yeah, it's sad to see Caleb didn't get the 4,000 yards, but like at the same time, I think it's negligible as long as you win the game. You know what I mean? So here you go. You didn't win the game. You didn't get the 4,000 yards. It just didn't look like a Ben Johnson style offense. I don't know. It was just wild. But it is what it is. Thankfully, thank you to the Philadelphia Eagles, which we still locked in the 2 seed, right? So we get to host a playoff game. And I'm excited for today, but I'm also nervous at the same time. Just because whenever you play the Pack, it either goes one way or the other, right?
Right.
And most times than not, we've always been on the bad side of playing the Packers. I still remember the NFC Championship game way back when, the last time we played the Packers.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? So playoff Packers is just different than when we go to this, because I don't know, just hopefully with the Ben Johnson effects and the way this team is bought in, it's a little bit different with how they played today, you know. But I just feel like, I don't know. I'm hoping for the best. I'm rooting for the best. You know what I mean? Like, bear down, baby. I think we can do it. I honestly think we can win. But they just got to play smart, complementary football, like 100%.
Normally,
all
Ace,
mistakes and everything like that, they got to minimize them. If they don't, the Pack's going to capitalize, especially now that they're a little bit more healthier than what we played like 5 weeks ago.
yes,
yeah,
a little bit.
They got some guys.
Not everybody, but
so
they got a few other key people
Ace,
that weren't playing last time.
Normally, Ace, like I would agree with you. Like I would feel a bit more nervous. Like I understand where you're coming from. In past years, I would be a bit more hesitant to be as confident as I'm feeling now. And I'm not even at the confidence to be like, yo, we're going to come in here and steamroll these motherfuckers. No, I'm not at that level. It's going to be a dogfight. Don't get me wrong. But I like our chances for sure. Out of all the teams to face in the playoffs this year, Green Bay was the best team to face.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't want to face the 49ers, and I didn't want to face the Rams, as well as healthier. Those teams are way more healthier, and their offense looks way more better than what Green Bay has been looking the last 4 weeks here. Being on a 4-game skid, we're on a 2-game skid, but like I said, we're familiar with Green Bay. I'm confident. I have more confidence in our offense than we have in the last few years. So, like, that's just where I'm feeling with Green Bay. I think they're a very beatable team. Their defense can be scored upon. Don't get me wrong, so can ours. But if we get the ball last, I'm feeling really good about our chances.
Amp, haven't seen you, We didn't get to. I don't know. We didn't get to chop it up with you last week for the season finale. How was that watching that for you, and how do you feel about tonight's game?
No, we didn't. Man, I'm pretty much with Commish. Like I said, I've tuned out all the outside noises, ESPN, AM 1000, 670 The Score. You know what I'm saying? ESPN. I've tuned all that nonsense out. And this is different. This is different for me personally. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows how long I've been a fan of the beloved. And this feels different, man. I have to agree with Commish, man. Like not worried about the Packers, man. I'm like literally not worried about them coming in here and doing anything. Whatever happens, we can, first of all, I want to share this part. We can throw all analytics out the window for this game.
Oh, yeah.
This Bears Packers game. We can throw it out the window because they don't like each other. And this, I know that's, how can I put this? It reminds me of the Bears of old, the Bears and Packers of old. They really don't like each other. The team doesn't like each other. When that cheap shot that Nixon gave DJ Moore last time they were here, you know what I'm saying? The handshake, but the non-shake between Johnson and LaFleur, you know what I'm saying? They don't like each other, and I love that. And so I believe today it's gonna get real chippy. It's going to be real chippy out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just hoping that the Bears do it wisely, you know, because I know it's going to be some personal fouls out there. This game, yeah. Just do it wisely, man. You know what I'm saying? Let them know that you came here and it's going to be a game. The Bears just need to let them know it's going to be a game. And the way I think they can do that, start off running that ball, man. Run that ball. You know what I'm saying? Throw underneath, throw short, underneath. But most importantly, when we get in the red zone, we got to score. I'm talking about early. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. Mm-mm.
Okay. Good to hear from all of you gentlemen. Hey, I had to grease some palms to get off work early today. Usually I would be at work right now. This would almost be the start of dinner out here. But luckily I had a co-worker. Man, you know, Canadian people are really nice. Canadian people are really nice people. I have a co-worker. I was like, hey man, I need to switch shift change because I might call off today. I got PTO and I got sick time. I'm using something. But he was like, he switched with me. I had to be at work today at 5 a.m. I was able to get a ride to work, ride home. So I am here to watch this game, here to be with you all. Yeah, the Bears. Yes, bear the F down. There you go. I did not feel good about last week's game. The late start on the offense, you know, playing really piss poor for 3.5 quarters. I know the defense did hold the Lions to 16 points, but the Lions were moving the ball up and down the field. They had over 430 some odd yards of total offense. Jared Goff looked like a MVP candidate. So, you know, Caleb and the offense put something together to put the game back to where it was a tie. We got a turnover from Kevin Byard. I said in last week's game, to guarantee a win, we would need 3 sacks and 2 turnovers. I think we got 1 and 1. Maybe we got 2, but not without looking at the stats. I think we got 1 sack and we got 1 turnover. That 1 turnover after a passing of not roughing the passer, illegal, good Lord, intentional grounding. After an intentional grounding, it was backed up, and then we give them the ball back, and then they go down, and they drive the field. Well, I will say before I talk about this game anymore, before we move in, I do want to start talking about how our defense looks and people who are down on Dennis Allen. I think Dennis Allen is doing the best he can with the talent he has, with the injuries, with the guys who are not 100% with the secondary, linebackers who have not been healthy the whole year, especially a former candidate for possibly a Pro Bowl All-Pro with Tremaine Edmonds. With him, his injury, they have not looked good. Not having enough pass rushes from the interior and outside rushers. I think that he's done everything you could do. You know, people complained about us playing zone versus 49ers, so we played man, and we was getting torched in man last week. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But what I do want to see this week from Allen is Kyler Gordon and what situations they put him in since he's going to play today. And I also want to know, why didn't Tyreek Stevenson have any snaps last game? And I know that Nashawn Wright has been playing really well, but he has not been playing very well of late. And although he has been extremely opportunistic with his turnovers, causing fumbles and interceptions, he's been getting picked on the past few weeks. Teams have been, what they've been doing is they've been putting a lot of route runners in front of him. You know, not just the guys who are either going to run slants or goes. They've been putting guys against him who are efficient and outstanding route runners, and he's been getting ate up. So I want to see some more Tyreek Stevenson. I think Allen needs to switch, be very strategic about he mixes in the running man and zone. But I don't put all the blame on him as far as defensive play calling, because you played zone in one game and you was getting torched, and you played man in the other game. And if you see the target shares for the top three corners, man, for Nashawn, for Jalen, they weren't good, man. They weren't good last week. So hopefully Gordon brings the spark. We get Odunze back. They've got some receivers out, Wicks and Melton, so far. So that's where we are so far. So I want to move right on to what the injuries are, so we can talk about having some big guys back for us. Guys who are definitely out today with concussion: C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I think he didn't have a chance to play this entire week. He didn't even practice. Then we had Joe Tryon-Cerwinka. He has not participated. This will be his second game out with the concussion and concussion protocol, as well as Amen Agbamiga and Braxton Jones. He is out. I don't think they even activated him to the 53-man roster after they got him off of the injury list. For the Packers, most definitely they will not have the two receivers, Wilkes and Melton. Wilkes didn't even make the trip. Who else? Questionable is Malik Willis, the back quarterback. Still questionable. I think all these guys will be big game time decisions, whether it's Warren Brinson outside the tackle, the linebacker, Javen Bullard, Nick Newman, and the starting guard, Zach Tom. All of those guys, I believe, are game time decisions. Unfortunately, since this is not a nationally broadcasted on regular television, we don't have the ticker because it's going to be on Prime today. So I hope you got your Prime subscriptions up to date, people. Foul Mouth, what up, man? Bear down. That's right. So, speaking of injuries, who do you think is who are you looking forward to seeing coming back from injury? Ozzie Trapillo did miss last week. He's had a quad, so he's back. He'll be starting today. Rome Odunze on offense gets the receiver.
What up, Kyle?
We've had some receivers step up as far as Burton, the rookie, the tight end. Loveland has had big back-to-back weeks. He's almost de facto become the number one. There was a few games where DJ was the number one, especially with targets and game playing. But we also get a cornerback, a guy who can do a little bit of this and a little bit of that with Kyler Gordon. So who are you all looking most forward to seeing on the field?
I'll go first. I think honestly, as much as I'm happy to see Rome, I think I know Kyler hasn't played for a while, but if he can be a difference maker on the field, then I'm all for it. I'm actually excited to see Gordon.
Me personally, go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ant.
Hey, both of them, man. Both of them. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? If Gordon is just 60% of himself, man, to what he used to be, just being out there. You know what I'm saying? That'll make the difference. And Rome, well, that, if it's understood, it don't have to be said. The Bears, they don't have to worry about the offensive side of the ball. You know what I mean? But I want to see both of them. I'm glad to see both of them back. Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Crooked? Who are you looking most forward to
It's
seeing
on you,
on the field?
Chef.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm Gordon. Gordon's the easy answer. The offense has proven that they can
Coach
put up
Chef.
points. Can you hear me? Yeah. I think that we are looking forward to seeing. I'm looking forward to seeing Gordon as well. I think bringing another healthy DB, although no one's 100% going into the playoffs. I think that with Jalen coming back, he's obviously been hampered by the injury and his long speed. Having CJ Gardner Johnson out with concussion loses some strength and some good tackling, a good tackling guy in the slot, a physicality that we need. Gordon, with his athleticism, hopefully 80% of him is better than, 100% of Nichols. I don't think that he's played very well in his opportunities. He's played okay, but just not what we need out of a slot. We need someone more athletic. They've got some speed with the Packers still without Melton and Wicks, but I'm definitely looking more forward to seeing how many snaps Kyler Gordon will get this evening. That's what I'm looking forward to see.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think it's with the CJ Gardner being out. I mean, I think Kyler Gordon is a huge factor for sure, especially when it comes with blitzing and whatnot. We're still, it's been a problem all year. Haven't been able to get pressure without blitzing at all with that front four. So having CJ being out, Kyler being in to step in, it's almost been a lost season for him. He's really played, I think, 3 games all season. And it's kind of a scary situation to kind of be so dependent on him or hopeful that he has a big game, considering that he hasn't been able to do much this season because of his injuries and whatnot. And a disappointing season for him for sure, considering he just got paid. I know usually guys that just get a big paycheck, more often than not, they want to do something to kind of prove that they earned that paycheck and whatnot, because they don't want to hear it from the fan base. And even with the new coach coming in, if you're not earning that money, they have no qualms or worry about cutting you, considering that you're not the guy that they personally brought in, for themselves. So Gordon's definitely the guy for me that I'm having an eye on, and yeah, that's just that. And I wanted him to also build that chemistry with him and Loveland. The last few games, it's been building a lot, and I'm hoping that continues this game as well.
Man, it looks like we're all on the same page with that.
Yeah, I think the Bears will make force when Gordon plays on defense, which is a crazy ass stat.
Yeah, most definitely. Which Bears rookie will have the biggest impact on today's game? Rookie? Oh, that's easy. I think we would all agree the biggest rookie that's going to have the effect. Although Kalmanunga has kind of teetered off a little bit, maybe he's hit that rookie wall. It's definitely going to be Colston Loveland. Colston Loveland, if you look at his target shares, the past 3 games have been amazing. I think he officially ended the regular season as let me just double check. I think he ended the season as the leading receiver as far as receiving.
Yeah,
He ended the season leading the team with 58 receptions and also leading the team with 713 yards, and was tied for the lead with touchdowns with 6. Rome had a big starting this year in the first 5 games, and then DJ all had 6 touchdowns. He even leads the team with he's second. He's second on the team in receiving first down. His catch percentage based on targets to catch radius is the highest based on his target share. No, actually, he's the second highest percentage as far as catch rating or catch success. His yards per target is 8.7. He's played outstanding, man. Even his yards per touch is the 5th on the team, and he's a tight end. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see how they're going to use him. Obviously, I still want to see how they'll use Kmet, but using both of them. But he's been the big play guy the past 2 weeks.
Hey,
so
remember all the talk about Warren and Loveland?
That crazy. We'll have Amp talk because Amp, we have a little bit of delay with you right now with your talking. I don't know if you've noticed that as well. After you talk, maybe jump back out and then come back in, and hopefully that fixes that. But Ace, go ahead, and then, like I said, we'll go to Amp.
No, I was saying it's kind of crazy freaking all the talk, remember during the offseason when we drafted Loveland, right? And then why we didn't go Warren? Warren was the better tight end, X, Y, and Z, right?
Okay.
And right, a lot of it deals with whatever the scheme is, whoever, right? The OC, freaking what they were trying to do up or whatever. But I think Loveland has more than showed that like he's the reason, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why they drafted him where they did.
For sure. Go ahead, Ace. Crazy. Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. So, I mean, for me, with the rookies there, answering Squeezy's question, I'm going to say Kyle Monangai, and that's just because of I think the running game is really important to get established in this game. Our offensive line is one of the best offensive lines this year, and that's a big turnaround from what it was last year.
So weird saying that.
Dude, it really has, and it's the front core of Dahlman, which was one of my big free agents that I was hoping the Bears would get because he was the best center out there. So having a solid center out there is definitely making a huge difference. And then Tooney was like a no-brainer for sure. Or Thuney, I'm sorry, I mispronounced that. Was a no-brainer there. Yeah, he's an all-pro. You know, been with the Patriots, all-pro with the Chiefs there. The only one that was a wild card or could be hit or miss was Jonah Jackson with that trade. And luckily he's panned out. So go ahead, Chef.
Yeah, man, it's weird with Dahlman, man, because he made the Pro Bowl. He's played really well, but it seems like every I'm not going to say every game. I mean, everyone gets beat. But to me, sometimes it's about how Dahlman gets beat that makes it look worse. Like the worst lineman in the first half of the season, I don't even think it was Braxton Jones. I think it was Jackson. I think Jackson was really the first quarter of the season. He was really he was getting beat up seemed like every game he was getting turned around or bull rushed. And Dalton's had those games where he'll play really great, but then he'll have a really botch snap or he'll get beat. But him getting beat, it'll be like right for the initial contact, and there's someone in cave space, and it'll be like it's always like on the third down. It's always a blitz or a TE stunt, some type of stunt where Dahlman gets lost or gets shoved and get knocked down. So I really hope that he pulls it together and doesn't have any big breakups. Like I said, everyone gets beat. It's the NFL, but sometimes it's not how you get beat. Excuse me, it's when you get beat and how you get beat when you get beat that makes things look worse. Man, just to give you a quick synopsis for the past 3 games for Loveland. Loveland target share on being targeted was 5, 10, and 13. He was targeted 13 times versus Detroit last game. His yardage those last 3 games were 30, 94, and 91. The last 2 games alone, he had 16 catches for over 180 yards and 2 touchdowns. The last 2 games, outstanding. I do agree Monangai should be part of this, but I've been in this guy's camp since they signed him. I'm a big advocate of DeAndre Swift, man. People were down on him last year, the first 3-4 games, the first quarter of the season. They were down on him after the first 2 starts, and even Ben said, it's the blocking, it's the scheme. We got to find our way to block right for this guy and to use him properly. And he hit 1,000 yards this year. He leads the team in rushing touchdowns. Monangai is definitely a great change of pace with his one-cut downhill ability. I just think that DeAndre. I'm sorry.
He's a bruiser when he gets able to hit down the line.
Most definitely, he is. I just think that DeAndre, man, has been. I think he's been the thing that people wanted from when we didn't re-sign Montgomery, and people say, "Oh, Montgomery's numbers were really big on another team." I mean, the last 2 seasons, the Detroit, man, with their line before the retirements and the injuries, bro, they had probably one of the top 3 lines in the league. When you have the top 3 lines in the league and a play caller like Ben Johnson, you're gonna look amazing. But with this line for our team now, I think DeAndre has played fucking lights out, man. He's had a career year essentially. To me, He hasn't had the reception, but as far as running hard, like you can't tell me for guys who have, for us as fans or people who give an opinion on sports, who have judged him and his quote unquote possibly lack of heart. He's run hard in every game, man. I can't think of a game where he hasn't, put his head down to get an extra yard here or pulled a guy or made a guy miss or ran through a guy. So, man, running the ball obviously is going to be big for both backs. But, man, as long as DeAndre Swift is leading the way, I feel very confident the Bears' run game will be successful today.
To me, both running backs are running like they're buying into this system. So, Amp,
Most
good to have
definitely.
you back. Go ahead and give your take on this question here from Squeegee. We do appreciate the question coming in. Keep them coming, guys. We love answering them, and we love interacting with you guys in the chat as well. So, Squeegee here is asking us which Bears rookie will have the biggest impact in tonight's game. Amp, give us your thoughts.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. Luther Burden. Yep.
Okay.
The X factor. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you. I agree with you, Coach. I agree with you about Colston Loveland. But Luther Burden. And you got Rome, you got Burden, you got Colston, you got DJ Moore. Oh my goodness. I mean,
a lot of mouths to feed on that offense there.
It's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot. And it's a lot to defend. It's a lot to defend.
You have a legit 3 receivers and 2 tight ends, 5 big options on the offensive end, especially 4 guys who ended the season with 600 plus yards. Actually, all of them ended with 650 plus yards. Burton with 651, Rome with 661, DJ with 682, and obviously Colston with 713. So you got 4 guys who can be the guy at any given time. You can't double any guy. You can't overlook any guy. And if you think you're doubling one guy, the other guy showed up.
So here's what's really weird about our boy here. So looking at those numbers as a whole, it seems like he does really good about spreading out the out. But if you really dissect it, in all actuality, it's because it seems like at spurts he focuses on certain guys. At the beginning of the season, he was targeting Rome nonstop. At the end of the season, it's been all Loveland. But then at times, maybe at spurts, it's been fucking DJ for a 2-3 game stretch. So it's weird to see his numbers, and it looks like he's spreading that ball out nice and even, but it just comes in spurts.
But I think too, a lot of it has to do with scheme and matchups, right? Like when you have good coaching, you're like, hey, if we see this matchup, this is what we're gonna do, right? Like think about when DJ caught that ball, right?
Ryan, you can go pack your shit go pack your shit because it's time to go with that go pack. Just saying. Go ahead, A. Sorry to interrupt.
Not tonight. Go ahead.
Think about when DJ caught that last bounce. They're like, oh, we got the matchup that we you know what I'm saying? I knew we were gonna get this, right? And it's been like that throughout the whole season, right? And so again, coaching matters. And so you have good coaching, you say, hey, this is what we're practicing, this is what we're playing for, then it shows up in games, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and that's fair. That's a fair point. Amp, did you have something on that?
I agree with what they said. You know what I'm saying? And I believe I didn't get a chance to really speak on last week's game. I believe that Johnson was being bland intentionally. It just felt that way. It just looked that way. You know what I'm saying? And I think he did that intentionally. We have all the film we need on the Packers, man. We have all the film we need. We have everything. This is everything that we wanted, man. Just as a Bears fan, what more can you ask for? You know what I'm saying? What more can you ask for but to have your rival come to your house and you can end their season and move on in the playoffs? What more can you ask for, man, as a Bears fan, man? You know what I'm saying? And hey, I feel confident in our coaching staff. Far as DA, Dennis Allen, not his fault. It's just like Coach Chef. Check this out. He can only whip up what's in the kitchen. If it's not there, if it's been 86, Coach Chef can't cook it. You know what I'm saying? So he can only go with what you know what I'm saying? He can't cook it if he's been 86. You know, so yeah, man, I feel confident.
It's hard to make steak. It's hard to make steak out of llama.
I mean,
can't get no prime rib out of llama, dog.
It's something else.
Yeah, it's something else. You can only what you have.
Defense, though, that defense though, I will say this though. I think these DBs and these linebackers though, they got to try to be as they got to play smart football, man. I get right if the run game's established, linebackers got to step up a little bit to kind of help, right, defend the run, whatever the case might be. But I just felt like, especially during the Niners game, man, they just bit too early, and they just would have been patient and disciplined, right? They wouldn't have had those some of those deep balls like they did or whatnot.
You know what? I think Coach Chef hit it on the head, man. That missing piece is Stevenson. Because Wright does not want to tackle, man. He does not.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? 100%. Yeah, and I think we need to see just a little bit more Stevenson this game, just to see, man. Maybe you know what I'm saying? Since Gardner Johnson's not going to be there, let's see, man. You know, and I think that may have been the missing piece. And you're not going to get good coverage from your secondary if your D line.
Oh my!
I'll just put it like this: it's not working. I'm gonna be nice about it. If your D line is not doing what they're supposed to be doing,
there hasn't been.
Get back there.
Hasn't been a rush at all, and granted sack total, whatever you can say. Montez Sweat has 10 sacks in the season. Cool, fine, dandy. But in our reality, though, we have lacked the pass rush almost the entire season.
It's true.
Like Birdie,
true.
As a whole, yes.
Purdy shouldn't have had as much you know what I'm saying, time to throw in the pocket like he did. Same thing with Goff, right? And then granted, Malik Willis when he came in was like an X factor, cool, fine, dandy, because they didn't plan for him. But bro,
80% completion percent before the end of the game, bro.
I know.
He came out here not missing.
Like Sweat, he shows up, I guess, at certain times, cool, fine, dandy when you need him. But bro, I need you to play like this the whole game. I need you to show why you're the number one defensive end. You know what I'm saying? You're getting paid top 10 money to perform.
Check this out.
I agree, but I will
check
say
this out.
Give me like 30 seconds. If you, I know these are stats and just not analytics, but just the hardcore numbers. If you take out Sweat's 10 sacks, if you talk about defensive ends alone, the defensive ends have combined for Booker 4.5, Dominique Robinson, although he missed 5 games, with 1.5. Deo, before he tore his Achilles, 1, and that was in 8 games. It's about it from true defensive ends. From true defensive ends, they don't even equal the 10 that Montez. And yes, Montez does go missing for spurts when you want to see him. But when you're seeing a pocket being moved, it's 9 times out of 10, if there's anyone moving or making the quarterback move, it's still Sweat. I
agree. But but if you're gonna go and they're gonna double team him, that means that someone else has got to go step up. So yes, I'm harping and I'm freaking getting on.
But you're not wrong.
Right? But overall, there's no rush. So this is where I need Sweat, I need you to freaking bro, you got to put this defensive line on your back, so that way someone else can freaking eat or something. You know what I mean?
No, you're right. You're right. I agree.
Check this out, man. Check this out. Sweat has been doing all he can do, man. So we're talking about Sweat, the DNs, what the DNs are getting. Check this out. What are our D tackles doing? Absolutely nothing. Check this out, man. You know what I'm saying? So I get it that Sweat has 10 sacks, and I'm grateful for them 10, man. But man, when you look at Billings, now you're talking about somebody being double teamed. He's double teamed, but he just can't. You know what I'm saying? Once once he makes contact, he don't know how to disengage. He's just too big. He's just too big and too slow. So if you're talking about analytics, your D tackle number 97 getting double teamed every down, then somebody else has to be free. But you know what? That D line, it's just not the way it should be. I don't want to talk about them like that. It's not what it should be, and it'll be different next year. Sweat is doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. Our linebackers are not what they're supposed to be. And it all starts, you know how it is. It starts up front. That's where it starts, man. So I'm not going to harp on it, man. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, I know everyone's dealing with injuries, but yeah, I agree with both of you. You want to see more from Sweat. I want to see Sweat not, when he gets that hand, can you really get a hand, not just to make a guy go like this, move his shoulders and step up. Can you get a hand to where you get a quarterback to where you can grab them to make them adjust so you can give another guy? But even then, like, we're giving these quarterbacks like Goff, like, man, you would have thought Goff had time to make homemade tamales last week, bro. He was just back there just la, 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 la. And as a guy watching it, anytime you give a professional NFL quarterback, especially one like that, if you give them the 3 to 4 seconds, bro, you get the confidence when they throw the ball. You could just say completion. Like, I was at home every time Goff threw the ball last week. I was like completion, because it was like, how would a quarterback getting that much time not throw a completed pass? He's not a rookie.
Hey, check this out.
The pick he threw. When he threw it, I was like, that's a pick, because he was getting some pressure, and you can tell he released it earlier than he wanted to.
Yeah.
And Brisker got a hand on it, and then, obviously Byard got the pick. But yeah, I mean, the pass rush is going to be really big today, man. Can we get a hand on? Can we get him to the ground? Stuff like that.
Check this out, man. If we want to go back and talking about quarterbacks having time to pass against the Bears, Brock Purdy had 10 and a half seconds. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. I'm not trying. Brock Purdy, like, literally, the announcers showed that. You know what I mean? The clock. Let's throw it all out the window today, man. Let's throw it all out the window. Don't focus on what we've seen the last 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Don't focus on, what the Packers have done in the past. Today is all we have, man. Because if we don't get this, there is no next week. You know what I'm saying? And I believe, like I started off saying, man, I believe that this game here tonight is going to be nasty. It's going to get chippy. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the Bears are going to pull this one out, man. You know what I'm saying?
I think they can go ahead, and as long as, like, what was it? Squeegee said, like, right, offense needs to score early and often, help the defense, right? The Bears cannot wait until the fourth quarter to try to win this game. I'd rather them score early. I'd rather them score early and then hold the game, right? Own time of possession or whatnot. Make the Packers actually beat them, than us trying to sit there and hoping for, Caleb to show up the last freaking 5 minutes and talking about, like, okay, we got this. Because now it's a new season. It's playoff football.
It's all out the window. It's all out the window. It's all out the window, Ace. It's all out the window, man. All that's yesterday.
No, I get it. But I would say, is the Bears went 11-6. Was there, out of their 6 losses this year, were there any losses where the Bears were up 10, 8, a 2-score game, or a score and a 2-point where a team legitimately came back? Now, there were a lot of close games, the games that they lost, minus the first Lions game.
The Lions
game. It's not like this year that they were in positions where they weren't doing, they didn't let teams do to them what they did to teams, coming back 2 scores in 5 minutes. I mean, obviously the Lions get a late field goal, but the game, they came back and they tied it. But I can't think of a time this year. In fact, there isn't a time. In their 4 losses, the only game would probably be Minnesota. That might be the only game. But yeah, were they up 2 scores? I think they were 2 scores in Minnesota.
Yeah, they may have been up by 10 at a certain point in the game, for sure.
Right. But the Detroit game, they got beat. The Ravens game, they really weren't in that because they lost by 14. The loss against the Packers, that was a close game. They came back. The 49er game was a shootout, and the Lions game, they came back. So, yes, if the Bears can come out today and put 10, 13, or possibly 18, 21 points in the first half on the Packers and get up and allow them to run and get ball like we did versus the Eagles, man, I just, even with our bend but don't break defense, I can't see them giving up, 10, 14 points in a 5-minute span. I mean, anything's possible, obviously, it's the NFL, but I just think because they're opportunistic and their ability to get hands on balls, that them playing from behind would actually cause teams to rush and turn the ball over. So yeah, we can't rely on the offense to wait to the fourth quarter or the third quarter. Man, they got to be more progressive. Even me saying this, if it's a game like the second Packers game where they're getting field goals, at least they're getting points. But you can't look putrid for 3.5 quarters today and expect to win. Man. Even though you've done it, it just doesn't set a good precedent for going into the playoffs. Being in the playoffs.
So no, I agree with that 1,000%, and a lot of that is because the longer you can keep your offense on the field, the more rest you give for your defense, for sure. And a lot of the times, especially these last few games, our defense has been getting gassed the fuck out, because these teams are going on 10, 11 play drives that are, even if they score on field goals, they're still resulting in some sort of points. And it just seems to me, I don't know if you guys have been noticing, teams more often than not, 3rd and 3, they're going for it if you're anywhere close to that 50-yard line. Punting has become a rarity, it seems, nowadays. More often than not, these teams are putting faith in their offense, and they seem to be going for it on these 4th and shorts and stuff. So
true. But we did get the 49ers to punt for the first time in like a month at the time we played them before they lost to the Seahawks. But that's just saying,
I hear you on that, and that's something to.
But we've all said it about the defense. Like we need those third down stops from the defense. And yes, watching the Lions game, I was mad at the defense. And yes, they only allowed 16 points. When you think, hey, if your defense only puts up 16, allow 16 points, you should win. But we got out a lot. We got away with a lot versus the Lions. And it was just the 16 points. It was the yards and the drives, like we've all said, these long 8-play drives where they're dragging it out just to get 3. And you're like, huh. And when they get to 3, you're like, whew, oh my goodness, they only got 3. It's different if you have like a 5-play drive where they get like a 40, 50-yard run or completion, and then you put the halt to it. But when a team is wasting 6, 7, 8 minutes and they still get 3, it is really demoralizing. Even if they only get 3, like you're wiping the sweat off your brow saying, oh, at least they got 3, but our defense was still out there for 8 minutes. And then the offense comes out and they don't have a 3 and out, then they have a 6-play drive where you get a first down, but you look bad getting another first down. And then
that's one of those things we all see the writing on the wall when that shit's happening. It's like, dog, when it gets to the 4th fucking quarter, 11 minutes, 8 minutes, they're going to be gassed. And they have to make a stop. They're not going to have the strength or the energy to make that fucking stop because they're going to just be gassed out because they've been on the field for fucking 14 minutes when you look at the time of possession and shit. Real quick before I kick it over to either Ace or Amp, I'm not sure which one. Yeah, but real quick, going back on the Montez Sweat thing, the fact that the guy has had he's had the quietest 10 sacks this season I've ever heard of this, bro, he's like, the fact like it's so sporadic that you almost forget that he's doing anything. We complain about him fucking all season that he's not doing much and we need more out of him, but realistically he's had a double sack season.
I think every defensive end got shadowed
one sack in a game, and then he's not even given any pressures, and he's not relevant the rest of the game really. He gets his one sack, and then you barely see him. You maybe see him, he gets a sack, or he gets a pressure here and there, but you just barely see him.
also leads this team, whether you want to agree or not, he still leads his team also in quarterback hits, and it's by a significant number. He has 18 quarterback hits, where the next person only has 12, and that's Austin Booker, and then Dexter Jr. has 11, and those are the only 3 guys who even have close, who are in the double digits for quarterback hits. So, like, putting a hit on the quarterback, making him hit the ground. So I agree. It's kind of been quiet. It's just that it feels he does disappear when we've all said he does feel like he disappears when you really need him. But I really would like to see someone else step up. Like Austin Booker's had a few weeks. He had the sack in the second Packers game. He had a sack in San Francisco. He had a little bit of pressure, versus the Lions. But to me, even he has moments. I know he's a second-year player, but he was one of the guys who I expected a lot from. And though he did miss 7 games this season, he still ended up second, third on the team with 4.5. So I think hopefully he's hitting a bigger stride where he could be more impactful from the DN, which is even weirder to say that. We've all kind of been down on Dominique Robinson, but watching the game last week, I was like, is that Domron? It was like the times when I see Domron move a pocket or make Jared Goff run, I was like, damn, Domron looks kind of good. I mean, he's not getting the numbers, but when I see his number, I'm thinking, oh man, Domron looks better than expected, even though, we've all been down on him being a converted receiver and playing at the MAC level and all that other stuff. It's weirdly to say he's also unfortunately had the best year of his career in only 12 games because he was out with that injury for
not
quite
much
a while.
of a career then at that point, if you're saying that. So we got about 30 minutes left. Let's start getting into this game. We've been dominating up top. Let the lower level guys get their voices in and lead us into this game here against Green Bay. And who do you think, or what do you want to see to start off this game? What are you hoping? There, your expectations?
I want to see, like we've been just talking about, a sustained drive from the Bears offense in the first quarter. Just sustain the drive. You know what I'm saying? As far as the defense getting winded and all that, the offense has to do their part also. We can't, like we've been saying, can't wait till the fourth quarter, 11 minutes to go. Fourth quarter. I want whether the Bears defer or whether they receive. When we get the ball in the first quarter, I want a sustained drive and I want points. I don't want to see it's all or nothing right now, man. It's all or nothing. I agree with you, Commish. I agree with you on that quiet 10 sack things with Sweat. Man, like I said at the beginning of the show, man, it's all that's out the window. All that's out the window today. I need everybody to lock in on that. We all know what the Bears need as far as the roster, as far as what they need and who they need on the roster. We know that. It's all out the window. It's on 18, Ben Johnson, and now it's time tonight, it's time for our defense to step up and do their parts. That's what I want. I want a sustained drive, and I want the defense to hold them. Just hold them. You know what I'm saying? Show the Packers that we can stop you. That's it. I'm talking about early. That's what I'm looking for.
That all sounds good to me. Real quick, before I kick it over to you, Ace, let's shout out to Slim Bogey. Bears' last home game gave up 19 points to the Lions. They give up 17.6 at home this season, a 6-2 record as well. On the offense, they scored 25.8 points at home, give me the Bears 26-17. Bears win, ending the game in victory formation. That would be so fucking sweet to end it in victory formation and not have to be a last second.
Hoping for field goal or a block or some bullshit.
yeah. Go ahead, Ace. Your thoughts on this game here and stuff. And
I honestly think I think we've hit it right. We've got to just have a sustained drive, and I think we've got to establish a running game early, right? And even if we get into let's just say a little bit of a trouble, right? Let's just say the Pack take a lead, whatever the case might be. Like, we can't get away from continuing to run the ball because teams have shown, and we even have shown, that the way to beat this Packers team is to run the ball and run it down their throats.
The
right?
Ravens showed that with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, so like, dude, we had played the Packers the week before and we were running all over them. Not Derrick Henry numbers, but we were still running on them, right?
Yeah.
And so we just and like I said earlier, like the defense has just have to play smart football, like situational football, right? Like we know if it's freaking 3rd and 10 or whatever the case might be, you're not gonna go and line up 15 yards off this freaking dude. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be smart. If we're gonna play this bend don't break, okay, fine and dandy, but just be smart, play your position. I'd rather go. I'll be honest with you. If I'm gonna go and take like a holding or something like that on the defense, right, with the DBs or something, or hitting them 5 yards down the line, cool. I'd rather take a small penalty like that than to sit there and give up, you know, a 15-yard catch and then they're running towards the freaking end zone or some bullshit, right? Like, if we're gonna play a little bit more aggressive, then play a little bit more aggressive. I'd rather do that than freaking just let them have their way.
So I'm happy you brought up well, just thinking here. What was you said something just a few seconds ago that I lost.
The defense, smart football, penalties.
Yes, the penalties there. Oh, no, that's what it was. I think the key thing there is the 3rd downs. The Bears have been getting killed whenever their defense is in 3rd and whatever. They cannot get off the goddamn
30, 15, 30. Normally 30 longs, you're like, whatever, bro.
That should just be like, and the team's still converting, and that I think is going to be the key thing on the defense there, is making them punt and making them, you know, if they're going to go for it on 4th and down, if they lose, they're going to fucking pay for it though. But that's the thing they need to fucking cover up. And
Ace just called that out. He just called that out. When it's 3rd and 8, check it out. Don't line up behind 10 yards. You know what I'm saying? Don't. Right. You know what I'm saying? Don't put our DBs in that precarious situation. If it's 3rd and 8, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna play man. If you're gonna play man, because or zone, man, it's 8 yards. It's 8 yards and in, not out. Come on. And that's been the problem. That's been a big, big problem, man. But again, I digress, because this amp tonight, I'm telling you, man.
Positivity mode.
I'm telling you, man.
Like, I'm a half glass full right now kind of guy.
Hey, I got your other half, Ace. I got you, man. I'm telling you. This one's gonna be a good one, fellas. This is gonna be a good one.
So there was a question by super fans earlier. He said, true or false, if the Bears get a turnover and don't turn it over, will they win? I think honestly it depends, really, just because one turnover, right. Normally when you win the turnover battle, normally statistics say that like you should win, right? One turnover, I think it's 50-50. I think if the Bears have multiple turnovers, then it's gonna be in the Bears. The Bears need at least two or more turnovers, I think, to go ahead and to say that like, they can win. So my over under would be 2.5. If we were doing over under on turnovers, I'd be at 2.5.
So it would definitely help if those turnovers can be on the right side of the ball. You know what I mean? On the right side of the 50-yard line there, to where the Bears are already in scoring position or 10 yards away from at least being in field goal range and shit like that. So if they can get turnovers and not only score, but just put them in good field position to, you know, get some sort of points, because that was been the key thing for the Bears, you know, earlier in the season, is those turnovers kept giving them extra possessions and stuff. A lot of the times, you know, the Bears, without them, the offense stalls out, as we've been seeing, and they have to punt or whatnot, or go 3 and out.
Kelly, false.
Being able to get a quick turnover here and there, you know, gives them an extra shot at the end zone, you know, throughout the game. So, Chef.
Say it again. Say it again, man. Multiple sacks, multiple turnovers. 2.5, man. 2.5. I always find it weird with the half a point, the half with the betting, like, 43.5. I mean, there's no half, so obviously the 2.5 would be 3. You get 3 turnovers, obviously.
It's just
that's
two plus,
not
right? It's just 2 plus.
No,
Like,
I got you. No, I got you. I just anytime, I don't know, ever since I've been into this betting world the past, I don't know, 3 to 5 years, the half is always like, either it's under or it's not. Either you're getting the number or you're not, but I get it. They can't have a flat number, otherwise it would kind of
yeah, so it's just 2 plus. I can't say 3, but
yeah. No, but you're right. No, but you're right. If we were betting on a win, 2.5 is what you want to see. Like, you could get 2, but what are you doing with it? Obviously, but I mean, you get 3. If you can get 3 and 3 sacks, but it's still, to me, it's still predicated on the sack number 2, and it is predicated in the way it's turnover to sack. Like, if you get 4 sacks but 1 turnover, I'm like, okay, the sacks you would think would come at very opportune time, 3rd down. The sack could turn into a fumble. It could put them out of a field goal range. It could turn it could turn a 3rd and 3 to where if they get 1 yard, they kick a field goal to a 4th and 19. Whatever could happen. So, man, if I see 2 and 2 tonight, I'm gonna change it from last week. If I see 2 sacks and 2 turnovers, but if I could see 4 sacks and 1 turnover, then I would think that you put yourself in a great space to win defensively with but I definitely want to see what Dennis Allen cooks up as far as safety, slot blitz. Can we blitz the linebackers? Hey, I've been seeing this a lot on other shows and other groups. Can we get a little more snaps out of DeMarco Jackson, right? Jackson, the guy who won defensive player of the week about 3, 4, maybe about 5 weeks ago. He had like a team high in tackles because TJ and Tremaine seem to be still kind of slowed by whatever injuries they had, and their injuries seem to obviously be lower leg injuries. So, some fresh legs, a guy who typically only plays special teams, having that a little bit more healthier legs for a blitz or to play another guy in man-to-man defense with some coverage. I think we can get him 15, 20 snaps along with Stevenson playing significantly more. I think that would help the defense with fresh legs and guys who are eager to make a play and just do what they're supposed to do to help the team win.
You know what, Coach Chef? You're right. Again, that Kim, Stevenson, all hands on deck. All hands on deck. If you're a special teamer and you're a linebacker, put them back there, man. You know what I'm saying? All hands on deck. It's all or nothing, right? It's all or nothing tonight. It's all or nothing. All hands on deck. And like I'm saying that. I know that Ben Johnson has said it. I know that this week, and I haven't, like I said, I blocked out the noise. I haven't heard anything, but the way Ben Johnson coaches, I know he's gonna have them fired up, man. My only concern is the chippiness, those personal fouls. It's gonna get ugly, man.
Oh yeah.
So we can't be throwing our hands up
on the top of the pile, the first play.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's stupidity. That's just stupidity. But yeah, but you know what? You gotta hit him in the mouth. You have to hit him in the mouth. You have to make Jordan Love uncomfortable. You gotta hit him the same way they hit DJ Moore, the way Nixon hit DJ Moore. Take that 15.
Bro,
Take that 15.
Thank you for bringing that shit up. Mm-hmm. This is what's been annoying the everything shit out of me over the fucking Packers fans these last few days. They keep bitching and whining and saying how much of a dirty fucking hit or dirty player Austin Booker is over the hit that knocked out Jordan Love. I'm like, guys, shut the fuck up when it comes to that shit. That is just a random ass fucking football play. Fucking Booker tucked his head down before Love did. That's just a bang bang fucking play. What's a dirty hit was what fucking Nixon did.
Yeah.
We want to talk about dirty hits. We can talk about McMahon. I mean, I'm just saying, you want to talk about dirty hits.
The shit Jim McMahon in 86 going to
it's been like that. It's been like that. Charles Martin, may he rest in peace, had a hit list on his towel with names, numbers, Jim McMahon, Walter Payton. You know what I'm saying? He had a hit list. And check this out. What I'm saying is to say that the Packers have always been that way, man. You know what I'm saying? They've always, and then they start chirping. The team and the fans. Oh, the Bears are just dirty. The Bears, you know, it's them. It's them.
Right here. Speaking of Packers fans, right? The Brian Price. Thank
you know what?
Let's go. You know what? You go pack me some lunch. You go pack my meal or some shit like that.
Thank you, Commissioner. Because I can't say it that way, and that's
perfectly said, though, is it not?
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about.
So there's a question up there. Slim said, talking about, does Love play under 2 quarters? I think Love plays the whole game. I don't think Love gets knocked out.
No.
I think he plays the whole game.
I think he gets smacked around. I think he gets smacked around today. I think he's not gonna. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But I think I still think he plays the whole game, though.
Yeah, we'll see.
But,
we'll see.
I think we start getting into probably over unders and scores.
Predictions. People in the chat. We've got about 15 minutes left in the show, so before we got an hour to kick off. So let's get into some score predictions. Any last second thoughts or last minute thoughts, I should say, things you want to get off your chest. Say it with your chest. This may not be the last game for the Packers, so probably, but you never know. Crazier things have happened. So, Crazy Ace, since you're already a day ahead of us, you already know what happens.
I know I'm in the future. I can tell. I wish I could tell the future right now.
Without giving it away. Don't spoil it too much, but you tell us, about this game.
I think. I think we're gonna have at least 3 touchdowns per team or whatever, and then it's gonna come down to either a score or 2. So I'm gonna go 27-24 Bears. And I even honestly think I'm too high, if I'm being honest, but I'm gonna say 27-24.
I think that's the over, right? That's the over.
I think it's the over is 46.5.
45.5. 45.5
on ESPN on DraftKings, and it says 46.5 right now. So.
Oh, okay. And they raised it. Okay.
Yeah, but I think I still think. I think I'm a little high. I think it'll be closer to maybe 23-21 or some crazy ass shit like that. But I'm gonna say I think the Bears need to score at least 24 points to win.
All right. I can see that for sure. Amp, go ahead.
Wait, was that your score? Was that
27-24.
27-24.
Okay. I'm gonna say this, and then I get this a little bit off my chest. The score is gonna be 20-16 Bears. It's going to be 20-16 Bears. Check us out. Everybody listen. I'm the old head, right? This game right here, we all know what the Bears need. We all know what's needed. So we'll deal with that in April or May when the draft comes. This game right here, this is it, baby. This is what everybody wanted. Everybody that's listening, that's tuning in, this is what we all wanted. First of all, we wanted to win the division. We did that. We want to get to the playoffs. We're there, right? And we always want to beat the Packers. What's that saying for Green Bay? What? Somebody say it for me.
Fuck Green Bay. Fuck the
Packers. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's it, man. That's it. So don't trip.
Every day.
Don't trip. Don't trip. Regardless, don't trip. Bear down. Bear down, man.
You do that all
That's
day,
what I got. Yes.
You guys are crazy. This is a Bears podcast. Of course, we're gonna go for the Bears.
That's what I got. 20-16.
Oh man, 28-0 Packers. Yeah, you're really sniffing that glue. You're really sniffing that paint, Brian. You're high off your own supply. Oh, there it is, a tree grater.
That's it.
It's a real cheese grater. It's a real cheese grater.
As most a chef would have that. He would have that.
Yeah, goddamn right. Squeezy, 31-17. Yeah, I take that.
So this is a fact.
Look.
Hold on. This is a fact real quick. I'm going to drop some knowledge on you guys, spit some game on you guys. I know you guys know the Ninja Turtles villain, the Shredder. He was a fucking Bears fan. Any video or cartoon, but he was a Bears fan. All right, I'm telling you guys.
Oh man.
They were shredded cheese all fucking day, every day. So go ahead, Chef, and hit us with your score.
Yeah, so I know we've been citing different ones. So I got my numbers from FanDuel. That's what I use. Bears, they said it's been going back and forth, but I think that the Bears have been pretty much the underdog at +1.5. It's been pretty consistent for the whole week. +1.5 with a -102 to win outright. The money line. Money line is +116. And I had the over under, and I just checked it when I kind of logged off and came back on. The over under was 46.5. Man, I don't know. I just been feeling like, man, they might win comfortably, and comfortable in the NFL could be 7 points if you just keep,
Right.
It's not like how Indiana did Oregon last night. Good Lord, I don't know y'all. I mean, Crazy and Am, they put the memops. They put the memops on their ass last night, boy. Good Lord,
man.
But it being the NFL, I think the score. I don't know, that 46.5 is crazy. Both teams are used to playing in it. I think teams can score. But what am I thinking? Comfortably, I think it's going to be 31-24. I really need the Bears to come out on a bit of a heater. I'm not saying they got to score 17 in the first half, but you got to put up some points in the first half, man. You can't wait till 5 minutes left in the third to put up points. You can't wait till the fourth quarter. So I'm going to say the Bears come out with some stank on it and go up 31 and win 31-24. That's only about a score. It actually puts me on the over for the 46.5. I think DeAndre and Monunga have a big game, but I think DeAndre is on pace for 100 today. He only has 300-yard games this season. I got him with 100, and I got Colston with a big game. No, maybe we double it up. Maybe I got Colston and I got Komet. I don't know who the other touchdowns come from, but I think both tight ends score today. I think Colston gets a score. I think Komet gets a score. Maybe we'll see another receiver. Maybe we see Jade Walker or something. But yeah, I get Colston and Komet scoring today, touchdowns.
I'd be surprised if he doesn't get a touchdown today.
Oh man, he been. Woo.
Can you imagine real quick? Can you imagine scheming for the Bears offense, man, in a week? Can you just imagine a coach having a scheme for the Chicago Bears offense?
It's going to be.
That's all I got, man.
I don't want to wish for next year because we're here now, but man, next year, barring anything, this thing gonna start whipping like an old school Chevy, baby. It's gonna be smooth. I can see it. But yeah, I got it 31-24. I definitely would take the Bears with the +1.5. I definitely would take the money line, and based on my score, I'm going to take the over. And I said DeAndre is going to get 100, so I'm going to make it part of my parlay today. I'm guaranteeing you that my parlay will count for DeAndre having 100 yards rushing tonight.
So I like what I'm hearing so far from you guys. I'm just going to start off with that and say that. So I approve of that. I also see the Bears, of course, shredding, yes, taking care of business at home like we did the last time. Bears coming away with a 26-20 win. So as much as I would like to say that we would skunk these motherfuckers, our defense is made out of Swiss cheese right now at the moment. So we got a lot of holes in that defense. So, but to be fair, the Packers have some holes in their defense too, suffering through a lot of injuries and whatnot. So I think Rome coming back, he will get his fair share love of targets there. I think he will get a touchdown as well. I think Loveland gets himself another touchdown, keeps up that streak, and then that other touchdown, I'm not sure where that's going to, but it's either going to go to either Swift or Monungai. One of them's getting a goal line carry there to punch us in, and then Cairo is going to come in with some field goals there. So I hope, like I said, the Bears need to hit the ground running, man, to start off the slow offensive starts that they've been doing this season. Now it's playoff time. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna cut it. I know the Green Bay's beat the fuck up. You know, I mean, they're one of the more injury plagued teams in the playoffs right now. But it's one of those things. Like I said, I like our chances. If Love gets smacked around one good time, I believe they have no Malik Willis, so at that point they would be down to their practice squad third string quarterback, and if it gets down to that, then we really have no excuses to lose to these fucking Green Bay guys. But those are my final thoughts. Like I said, 26-20 Bears win. Is Willis healthy?
I want to give one last stat for me today. I'm looking at the history of the Bears, the recent history of the Bears Packers, and I was trying to find the time the Bears beat the Packers by more than 7.
You got to go back. You got to go way back.
The last time the Bears beat the Green Bay Packers outright was now it's going to bring up some history. Me and no, never mind. We were in college. Me and Crazy were of college age. Was December 23rd and the year was the year of our Lord 2007. The final score of that game was 35-7. It was in Chicago. The Bears had a 15-point third quarter.
That's the Orton game.
It was a Cal Orton. It was a Cal Orton. The Bears, Cal Orton only threw for 104 yards. 104 yards on 15 attempts. Adrian Peterson, not that Adrian Peterson. For those who don't know, he's a Walter Payton Award winner in college. That's the Walter Payton Award in college for FCS, old school 1AA, out of Georgia Southern, where they ran the triple option. He played for the Bears for about 7-8 years, was a second, third string running back, played a lot of special teams. He had 102 yards on 30 carries with a touchdown.
Garrett Wolf.
Garrett Wolf was the leading receiver with 2 catches for 38 yards, along of 33. Devin Hester had a kickoff return for one kickoff return for -1 yard. He didn't have any punt returns. He had 1 fair catch. Robbie Gould he was 2 for 2 on field goals, 3 for 3 on extra points, and Brian Urlacher had an 85-yard interception return for a touchdown.
Love
it. That's the last time the Bears beat the Packers by more than 7.
And so that was confirmation. That was confirmation of what I said. Whenever these two teams play, you can throw all them other stats out the window. You just said it. It's 2006, man. There's been no blowouts. The Bears always play them tight, man. Say that. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're home. We're at home.
I'm not worried. I have confidence that this team is a competitive team for most teams in the NFC, and we are not going to go down without a fight. We, as in the Bears and the Bears faithful, and I know we can win this game. It's not like the past where it's kind of like, man, if the Packers have a bad game. No, I think we are the better team. We are the better team. I thought we were the better team this entire season, even with the loss in the first game. I thought we were the better team from top to bottom. I'll say it, from top to bottom, even with that pass rusher who tore up his leg. Sorry for all that. No risk, no injuries. But I think
football. It's football.
So that's it. That's it for me. That's my last stat.
All right, Crazy Ace, we got about 2 minutes left. Final thoughts and last words to the audience before we sign off here.
I just hope that we just start off fast. We start off right, get this run game going, and then I just want to see good football. Like I'm tired of being the cardiac Bears, but if that's what it's got to take for us to win, then so be it.
Sure.
But no, awesome being on with you guys. I really do appreciate coming on and hanging out with y'all. It's been a minute.
We appreciate you,
It's
dog.
always good, Ace. Always good.
I'm about to go once we're done here, go buy some stuff to make some breakfast. So I'll be having a breakfast game or a brunch game. Maybe make a mimosa, right? So at least I can say that I'm drinking, right? Powder brunch. But no, I can't really drink. I got to get back on the road and drive back 2 hours back to my office up north and shit. So
for real?
So I live down. So where I work is Camp Casey, which is like 18 kilometers from the DMZ. But I live where my wife is currently staying is 2.5 hours south. So I'm a weekend husband right now too. So during the week I'm up north, and then on the weekend I come back and hang out with my wife or whatnot. But yep. Anyways, bear down, baby. We got this.
All right,
we got it.
Amp, last thoughts real quick before we sign off.
I said it. I said it at the beginning. I'm saying it at the end. Tonight is the night. Tonight is the night. Bear down. Bear down.
Where has this guy been?
Coach Chef, any last thoughts before we sign off? Final words.
I already gave my last thing. So, hey, you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna just end this with this: bear down, and you know what's coming when we get that dub on TikTok.
Yep. Check us out on TikTok. Coach Chef is doing his thing. He's making his reports as the game goes along. So check him out as well. And we'll definitely, if this ends as well as we think it's going to end, expects us to be on for a post-game report to give our fucking final thoughts and to rub it into Green Bay's fucking face, because you know we're all can't wait to do that shit. So everyone, bear the hell down. Be safe out there. Be good out there. But if you can't be good, damn it, at least be good at it.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
We're all bears down here. Bear down.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.
We got.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.
Peace.
I think I'm gonna get intoxicated.